Hello casual nerds, it's Cloudos here, and this is Final Fantasy Brave Exvius here. We are in mid-autumn, so if you're Chinese, or if you have friends who are Chinese, you know this is like the mid-autumn festival for us, because it's about in the middle of autumn, and well, because of that, we have this event. Festival of the Autumn Moon. Okay, so once a year, when the moon reaches its fullest form, our ancestors would often celebrate this day by making cakes in shape of moon. It's this moon cake. Blah blah blah. Da, 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 da. The whole thing is that King Mog wants his moon cakes, which is calling it Mogcakes. Why? Because Mogcakes would sound like you take a mog, a moogle, and you turn it into a cake. Just like carrot cake, you take a carrot and you turn okay, well, during that period, there is two periods to this event. So there is a campaign period, which is from the 1st to the 15th. Yeah, from the 1st to the 15th. It's not exactly 15 days. I would say you have maybe 14 days to farm the materials, but the claiming period, which is interesting, is going to be up till 22nd of September. So that means you can farm as much now and craft now, as well as even when after the farming the farming stops, as in after the monsters aren't dropping the ingredients anymore. So you got to make this cake. So on that note, we know that it's gonna be crazily expensive for some of the items. You can get to the far plane simply by going to Vortex. There's this little far plane icon at the top there. Or you could go into any town and talk to this stone thingy that we are standing in front of right now. So if you got to the far plane, all the way, you see this building, enter it, and the King Mog is at the top. And you have a lot of what looks to be like crystals, star quartz. Not exactly star quartz, but so you can see some of the items are like common items. There is a limit to how many you can claim. Like for example, this high potion you can only claim 10, maximum 10, and then that's it. So that there is a limited stock, and each item will cost a certain number of mock cakes. So this high potion, for example, will cost 5 per potion. Now, we all don't care about this high potion thing. I mean, we could craft our own. Let's get to the real important stuff, which is all the way below. You can see there is a trust Moogle. Something that everybody has been anticipating for, been waiting for, and this is your first taste of it in global. I'm sure they will come out in various forms later on in other events or whatever, but this Trust Moogle, there's only one in stock, and you need 30,000 mock cakes just for that one. So what this Trust Moogle does is it actually up your Trust Mastery by 10%. So not a lot, but I mean actually it is a lot. It's like 2 of the same units if you consider you're giving it to a rare Lapis Summon unit. Yeah. There's also mini burst bots, which you might want to consider getting. These are guys who increase your limit break skill, your limit skill. You know how limit is raised. Let's take one of my unit. For example, you can see the invincible blade right here. It's level 1 of 20. It takes forever to level up because the skill experience is down there. It's like 994. This actually means that you have to cast the limit burst 994 times to get it up to the next level, which is insane. It's only 1/3 of the bar right now, and I don't know how many times I've cast that. At least now the auto battle is autoing the limit burst as well. So anyway, so I'm not too sure how much that actually gives you, but you can claim 10, so I think this is also a go for item. But if you can't get that, don't worry about that, because I think what's more important is this frail, especially if you have Cloud of Darkness like me, because Cloud of Darkness equips frail. It's able to do barrage, but there's no frail that has a good attack, except for now we have one that is 60 attack, and it has some decent magic and mana as well. So this is a go-to item. It's like 30,000 though. The shield is also not bad. Defense is 28. Mithril shield or the Mithril buckler is 30, but this is 28 and it gives some magic and MP as well. So this is the time to farm, guys. Farm these 3 items, the trust and the burst pot. Well, this item I'm actually not too impressed by it because it's only a 7% resistance. And it only has 3 defense and 15 MP. 3 defense is kind of like normal for well, defense for accessories. 3 defense is kind of normal. So yeah, I would leave this to later, but if you have a lot of kicks, go for it. I would rather you go for the stat booster things before the rabbit food. Okay, well, that's my opinion anyway. Of course, there are summon tickets, star quartz. Star quartz are very important. Get them before you even get the summon tickets, because in the future, keep all your star quartz. Don't give it to that fat chocobo in the Molo town or whatever. Keep them. Right. You will thank me later. Magicides. Basically, magicides and everything above. Forget about it. It's only at the last day of the event of the claiming, when whatever kicks you have and you can't claim anymore, then you claim all those stuff. But if you want to claim all these stuff, I would rather you claim Phoenix Down right here and Elixir, because you can't get Phoenix Down now, and I don't think you can get Elixir as well, but you can still get the shard, the magicides from exploration. So that's my thought on all these items. Now let's get back to the real deal here, which is farming. Okay, so first off the bat, you need to go to the bundle and get the bundle. Alright, there is a bundle for rare Mogcake. There's also one for premium. I already bought the premium, so you can't see it. The premium costs 900 lapis. It's a hefty sum, especially for those free to play. I hope you have been keeping your lapis and not doing crazy summons, because you don't need to with the daily summon right now. So don't do that. yes, I will really recommend that the premium Mogcake bundle, not the rare. But if you were to go for one of them, just only go for one, and that's the premium. You don't need the rare one, because it essentially is the same recipe, except one is a 8-hour recipe and the other is a 4-hour. So you would rather go for the 8-hour because it's lesser effort, and you can do it while you're sleeping. The amount of cakes per time wise is actually the same as the free one. Oh, there's a feature somewhere. Well, let's not get distracted. So there is a free one, of course. The free one that they give you is a 15-minute, and it gives you 45 mock cakes after crafting for 15 minutes. The premium one is an 8-hour, and it gives you 1,440 mock cakes, which is actually the same in terms of cakes per time. That is if you are crafting the 15 minutes constantly without any lapse time in between, which is impossible. And also, well, yeah, and also actually the lower recipe use slightly a bit more ingredients just to craft. It's only slightly a bit more actually. It's not a lot, so I would still, in comparing, I would still go for the 8-hour. Why? Because you can craft the whole thing while you're sleeping. Because when you're sleeping, you can't craft 15 minutes, right? Also, I would recommend that you open a slot on the crafting. You can see that I opened 3. You don't have to do that. You only need to open 1 more. That's all. If you're free to play, just open 1 more. I think that's enough. That's a total of 1,000 lapis spent just crafting 2. So if we do the math, well, I'm a nerd, so I do the math. If we have 1,400, and where's my calculator? So we have 1,440 per 1 recipe for 8 hours. So every day you can craft 3 times. That would be every day you can craft like 4,320. Now the event is 14-15 days. Let's go with the lowest possible scenario. Let's say 14 days. In 14 days, you can craft 60,000 mock cakes. That is if you are only crafting in your collection period. If you're also crafting the other remaining 20 something days, the 22 days, let's make it 21. So for benefit of the doubt, times 3 times 21, we have 90,700. So 90,000 actually isn't a lot, because if you craft 1 cross mogul, that's already 30,000. If you're going to craft the frail, the maze thing, that's another 30,000. The shield is like 20 something thousand, I think. So that's not a lot, actually. It's really not a lot. So, but if you have 2 slots, you can double the production, and that will give you at the end of the event maybe like 18, not 18, 180,100 and 1,440. 181,440 cakes. Yeah, 2 slots minimally with the 8-hour one, and we hope that you get somewhere around there. You may not get there. With the benefit of the doubt, plus and minus. There is also the 100 cakes that they are giving you every day if you log in throughout this event. So that would be about 2,000 gigs or so, I think. Yeah, now that we've done the math for crafting, I know this video is getting a bit long, but bear with me. Now we have to talk about farming the materials, right? So the event says that farming the materials in the later quests is actually the drop rates are more, and I have done a few tests today and they are more. Also interesting to note that if I've done quite a few runs on, now this is the last area of the story, of the current story right now, is the Dwarf's Forge. So if you have run the Morphing Flames one, the last one, I mean not the exploration but this one, there is a boss, and what I noticed is that if you clear that one, it will always give you 6 cakes plus the fly and the eggs and all that. But if you clear other ones, which are easier because there's no boss, you don't get the 6 cakes. So I think the 6 cakes come from the boss. So you will want to farm this one. Okay. Now I haven't tested for exploration yet. I'm gonna do that soon. It should be at the end of this. Come on. And change form, and it's the same boss actually as the last story quest. Seems to be somewhat of the same strength as well. So let's see what it gives us. It gives us Mogcake. So pretty much 6, yeah. I think it's pretty much the boss is guaranteed to drop 6, maybe. Not sure. Yes, I'm gonna continue. Let's see if we can get an encounter before we get out. So I don't know why there's this graphical glitch, but there is. Okay, so looks painful. Let's just kind of end this fast, show what kind of stuff that's dropping. That guy just dropped the salt or something, sugar or salt. And these two are dropping eggs. Okay. They also do drop flour, but eggs and rock sugar. So let's end this. I have like 300 something items there, but I can't see what they are. I'm not sure how to see anything. Can I see anything? No. Fine. Let's go then. Yes. What do we have? Okay, right, so I got 6 from the boss and some from other mobs. Then it's like 13 mob cakes here. So we got rock sugar, 100 plus flour, and a lot of lotus base. Eggs are 50. So exploration would seem to be the better option actually if you can do it fast. But if you can't do it fast, then like me, if you're busy, just do the last quest. I think that will give you actually a lot of ingredients. But if you're going for cost effective as per energy per ingredient, then exploration would be the way to go. but bring a healer if you're going to intend to stay in there for a long period of time to farm these ingredients. So with that said, that's all I have for this video and for this just my thoughts on this event. It is quite a cool event. I think the item is only global, not sure if they are available in Japan, or maybe it's a new event, maybe it's in Japan now, I'm not too sure. But do make good use of farming, of your time farming all these ingredients, and then get to making the premium mooncake box. Now you can see that I can only make 2 premium box right now despite farming all that. So yeah, so good luck on farming, and I'll see you in another video pretty soon. Bye bye.